Success is everyone's dream or the desired result we all hope to get as a reward for our actions in life. However, success sometimes seems far-fetched. Why? To become successful, certain things are expected of us. Certain lifestyles and daily habits, certain mindsets and certain associations as well. People who do not succeed or people who will never succeed are people that do not understand the principle of success. Hence, they constantly find themselves doing the wrong things over and over. Remember, our habits form and dictate the outcome of our lives. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence then is not an act but a habit. This means that if you're successful, it is because of something or some things that you do consistently. If you are unsuccessful, likewise, it is because of something or some things that you do repeatedly. Mortimer J. Adler, an American philosopher, educator, and popular author, said, and I quote, "Habits are formed by the repetition of particular acts. They are strengthened by an increase in the number of repeated acts. Habits are also weakened or broken, and contrary habits are formed by the repetition of contrary acts." Talking about people who will never be successful, what habits do they constantly repeat? Or how do we identify people who will never be successful in life? In this video, I'll share with you 5 types of people that will never succeed in life. This, I believe, will help you become a successful person. If you're new here, consider subscribing so that you won't miss other interesting videos like this. 1. People who are scared of failure. Failure is an outcome, not an end product. People who do not realize this fact will always be scared of failure. Hence, they'll never launch out of their comfort zones to try new things. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Unsuccessful people see failure as an experience to dread because they think that people who fail at something are failures and unsuccessful, forgetting that according to Colin Powell, success is the result of perfection, hard work, learning from failure, loyalty, and persistence. Failure is necessary, is a life lesson designed to bring out the best in you. J.K. Rowling, the author of the famous Harry Potter series, said it is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default. Because of their fear of failure, they constantly make excuses not to try out new things or step out of their comfort zone. So, if you are constantly finding yourself giving reasons not to start the new project that you've always wanted to do because you fear that you might fail, now is a good time to reconsider your choices if you do not want to end up being unsuccessful in life. 2. People who complain about everything. Do you know that complaining about a thing never made it better? Unsuccessful people are complainers. They complain about nearly everything, from their background to their financial capabilities and eventually about the people around them. They complain about everything such as the weather, the soil, the roads, and so on, and many other things that they don't even have control over. They complain about everything else but themselves. David Schwartz, author of The Magic of Thinking Big, summed it up this way: go deep into your study of people and you'll discover unsuccessful people suffer from a mind-deadening thought disease. We call this disease excusitis. If unsuccessful people realize that the time they use in complaining about things could have been invested in making productive things, they would have been successful. 3. People that do not like learning. The first ingredient of success is knowledge. You can't become something you don't know anything about. For instance, if you are not aware that a device called a computer exists, how can you even think of using one? It is what you know and how much of what you know that will determine what you do with it. Successful people are what they are because of the knowledge they possess in their various fields. The more you know, the better your chances of succeeding. People who will never be successful, on the other hand, are lazy people. They don't see the need to discover new things or research a subject. Instead, they only accept whatever information others provide. They want to know more, or they don't want to know more or do more. They enjoy spending their time getting entertained by other people's findings rather than doing theirs. Jim Rohn said, and I quote, "Your level of success will seldom exceed your level of personal development. Be wise." 4. People who never take responsibility for themselves or their actions. According to William Ernest Henley, an influential English poet and critic, he said, and I quote, "I'm the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul." Unsuccessful people, or people who will never become unsuccessful, are people who never learn to take responsibility for their actions. They are always blaming someone else or something else for the consequences of their actions. If you want to get something, you have to be ready to go get it yourself. Don't blame someone, circumstance, money, or any other external factor. Understand that you are in charge and it's all up to you. So if the outcome of your choices don't turn out favorably, accept it as your mistake, learn, and move from it. Don't be like the unsuccessful people who find faults in everything else but themselves. We are humans and we are full of imperfections, hence mistakes are bound to happen. 5. People that do not know how to persevere. To be focused and hardworking is one thing. To persevere, however, is an entirely different thing. Perseverance is persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. It is what keeps you going when you don't get the expected result you imagined you would at a particular period in time. Calvin Coolidge, an American politician and lawyer who served as the 30th President of the United States, said, and I quote, "Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are impotent." The slogan, "Press on," has solved and always will solve the problem of the human race. Unsuccessful people are great at giving up. Giving up is a permanent failure. They cannot persevere. Hence, they quit. Summary: if you want to be successful, then you need to get rid of these 5 habits if you possess any or all of them. 1. Don't be fearful. Be willing to step out of your comfort zone. 2. Don't be a complainer. Stop complaining about things and start doing something. 3. Be a reader. Keep learning and developing yourself. 4. Be responsible. Take charge of your life and take responsibility for all your actions, especially those that don't end up the way you planned it. 5. Persevere. No matter what happens, do not quit. Keep learning from your mistakes and then keep getting better. Robert Collier, an American author of self-help and new thought and metaphysical books, said, and I quote, "Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out." Thank you so much for watching our videos. Do you love to start your day with high energy? Then we invite you to join our new channel, which was designed to give you daily inspirational videos that will help you become a high achiever. We call it Inspiration Tube. Look at the description box to join the Inspiration Tube. We love you.